Blazie here, and welcome to this Q&A video. So, I've got a bunch of questions written down here, and thank you guys so much for asking me questions. Normally, whenever I do, I don't get that many, but I got a whole bunch to go through today, so thank you so much. And let's just go straight into it. So from Bodie Labrador, how did you come up with the idea of having hair longer for your persona? That's simple, really. I always just really liked long hair, especially on guys. It's such a, I don't know, it's such like a manly thing to have short hair. And I absolutely hate that. I really don't understand that. A lot of guys look really good with long hair, and I just always like long hair. I myself have long hair because it just looks better on me. In general, it does. I never liked what I look like with short hair. Long hair just looks much better. So, yeah, pretty much as simple as that. Maybe you can blame Simba over there. I always just liked his hair, always liked the big, long, red mane kind of thing. And that wasn't like a realization, but I don't think that's what I intended. It's just I always just liked that look. I've always just liked the longer, more hair on people, so pretty much as simple as that, really. From Salty Customer, how much did your fursuit cost? Well, this one cost me $3,450 AUD. So, quite a bit of money. Yay. So worth it. It is. It's very much worth it. I love it. I look beautiful. From Bruzo, do you consider yourself as a metalhead or a fan of heavy metal? No, I metal kind of music, heavy metal especially. I don't like. It's probably one of my least favorites. I just don't like it. I find it to be just a bit of a mess. I've never been one to just stick on some heavy metal music, just go walk out to it, just forget everything, just blast that kind of music up high. I've never just been that kind of person. I just never really gotten into that kind of music. I've just never been able to. From Jeremy Head, how did you create your persona, and what made you choose your species for your persona? I mean, they're basically the same question. I chose my persona basically just because I've always kind of seen myself as a fox. I've always liked foxes in Disney stuff. I always kind of did. But then I also have orange. I have orange hair myself, so the orange fur. So I always kind of consider myself a bit of a fox. I like chickens. I like eating chickens. That's like a whole kind of thing with foxes, kind of thing. I'm a bit sneaky, like a fox. I have a white beard. Don't ask. I don't understand it myself. But I do, and it's like a white muzzle kind of thing, and it's there's just certain things that kind of line up pretty perfectly for a fox. So it's just kind of yeah, I guess that works for me. I am a fox. Um, Now, I guess how did I create persona instead of why did how did I come up with the hair? How did I come up with this little thing? Pretty much, yeah. I just like long hair all the time, and then yeah, I always liked the hair covering the eye kind of look. I like that kind of shyness to it. Not the epicness. Yeah, I always like the epicness of it, but I always just the more shy side of it. The anxiety kind of just covering yourself and the hair. Over your face, over your eyes, and all that. My hair normally did it. Again, I have long hair. It's long and curly. It's just a bit of a mess. My hair always did it, and I just kind of just like that kind of look. And then the bracelet thingy, or the ear bracelet, I like to call it. This is just simply a hair tie thing, like a kid's hair tie, that I have up here. And basically that just came with originally it was a armband, and I just really it was just something to give it a little bit of color, a little bit of something different, give him an accessory, basically. And then it just ended up changing it to put it around my ear instead, because it just I don't know, give this side something, because then I also do have a black paw print over here, which is very basic, and it's just basically, yeah, no, that's just a basic thing. I'm just going to slap it on there, and one day I will get a tattoo of it here to match up with my persona. One day. And so it's just something to add over on this side. It originally was over here, but it just didn't really look as nice. And then, like, I came up with, like, oh, why not have like a little ear bracelet thing that you put over your ears? Oh, yeah, that actually works. That actually looks much nicer. Next up is one from Luchino Diaz. I'm so sorry, I got that completely wrong. I know I did. I am so sorry. Why are you so adorable? God made me this way. And how old are you? I am 27 years old. From Talon Pellegrin. What is your greatest memory from within the furry community or at a con? What is my greatest memory? Okay. Well, my favorite, like, one of my greatest memories would have to be my very first convention I went to in general, which was AvCon, an anime and gaming convention here in Adelaide, Australia. And it was my very first time shooting. It was my very first time going to a convention in general. So, and yeah, it was absolutely amazing experience. But one of the first things that happened when I actually like met up with the furries, with like the other suitors that were there, is I got tied up by Spider-Man up against another fursuiter. That was like one of the first things that happened. And yeah, he had like glad wrap that he wrapped around us and everything. It looks really, really cool. I'll show you photos and everything. It was quite the experience. That's like, yeah, the first sort of thing that ever happened to me, and I would never forget it because it was just a great experience. It was a great time. I had an absolute blast. And yeah, that was just one of the first things that happened. Probably another one would have to be Furry, which is in Queensland on the Gold Coast. Furry convention. And when we like, there's like a nice beach just like right across from like the hotel. Like, it's not far at all. It's really, really nice beach and everything. And we're all doing like our like fursuit photos over there, getting like a whole group fursuit photo thing. And at one point, I was just sitting by the water. It was really, really nice and everything. And you know, it was like, yeah, really quite beautiful. I wasn't really paying too much attention near the water. And then like people started like call out to me, and I was like, what, huh? I was like, Blazie, the water's coming. And then I look, and then yeah, the water is like coming right up towards me, like, oh crap! So I just turned and started to crawl away just as fast as I could. I sort of turned around to look at the water. The water's still coming towards me, so I'm like crab walking backwards to try to escape from the water coming towards me. And then yeah, just like, and then eventually just collapses. Ah! Am I okay? I remember that. So many people just like, Blazie, look out, you idiot. And it's just, oh shit. But like, yeah, so that's definitely a great memory. Oh, like, yeah, I don't really have like these like amazing like events or things, you know. Like, some of my greatest memories is doing like the first like dancing and all that, like at the end of like the con and such. It's just dancing your heart out, all that. I love doing that. Some of my best memories is just going out to town with like a couple of my friends, joining the conventions and such. So yeah, you know. But those two are definitely like some of my favourite ones for sure. From Basilisk, we have, if you could visit anywhere in time and space, like a single trip in the TARDIS, where would you go? I mean, I would have to go visit the age of dinosaurs. I really just want to see what a dinosaur truly looked like. Simple as that, you know. Yeah, like, yeah, I'll definitely have to go see a dinosaur. Simple as that. That, or just, you know, go back to some point in time when I was a kid and just be like, just slap him across the face and just stop. Something like that. No, actually, yeah, no, I would totally like go back. Okay, there's two. There's two. I would go back to the time of dinosaurs for sure, but if I could only go back to like back in my past, for example, I'll definitely go to a point where like I started YouTube or like just before I started YouTube, and basically just be like, don't stop, keep at it, because it was like a huge time where I took breaks a lot all the time, and I started back in 2012, right? I started back in 2012. That's pretty much when like Markiplier and all that started. So basically, get myself ready and start and start in time where I could like yeah be prepared for it and basically yeah start from there so I can already be huge. That's definitely something. Okay, so from more from Basilisk, I got like three here from him. What are things that set off your basic emotions? Like, what makes you happy, sad, angry, scared, and disgusted? Asking someone with depression what sets off their emotions, it's like asking what makes a blind person blind. Their eyes don't work. For me, my brain does not work. What sets it off? My emotions are all over the place, dude. I just, whew, my basic emotions. Yeah, no. I can't explain any of that. It's all chemical reactions to my brain, apparently. Anyway, what's a bit of lore or headcanon about your persona that people might not be aware of? Um, I don't know. I don't really know, honestly. I don't really think about that too much. Like, yeah, I got like a story about how my persona came to be, which I think was one of the questions here, which I will go through. Um, I I don't know, honestly. I don't really have too much going on there. Um, I don't know, honestly, because Blazie is just very much me. I am Blazie, you know. So yeah, I don't really have anything like that. From Wavepaw, would you like to make a video together? It depends on the video. From Wet Skunk, how did you choose your name? Well, okay, so that basically comes down to how I came up with the character and all that, and basically I was writing a story. I still I still plan on writing this story. I am like the legit kind of like I'm like Brian from Family Guy, or you know that kind of whole idea of like I'm writing a novel, and I'll get there someday. You know, like that whole kind of cliche of someone writing a novel and they just never actually do the novel. I will get there. I will get there. I've been working on it for years and years and years and years and years and years. At this point, almost no, yeah, over 10 years probably. Oh gosh. A couple weeks back, I actually yeah started to do a little bit like you know what I want to do this, and so I wrote up little things, and then I just never got back to it. Anyway, so I'm working on a story, and it was basically kind of like Avatar, I guess you could say. Yeah. I swear, I pretty much did it before like I really knew of Avatar, like The Last Airbender, where basically, okay, there was like going to be like all these different foxes, like this, like it was going to be like a magical world, and it pretty much starred three foxes: Blazie, Blizz, and Jolt. And you could probably guess like what kind of powers I had: Blazie, fire; Blizz, ice; Jolt, electricity, and or lightning or whatever. And so I figured out Jolt and Blizz, and then I knew my main character that like the main character would be me, would be my persona, and so this is where it all started. That's how I sort of came up with the idea of my persona was like try to make this book, and basically I knew he was gonna have fire powers, and like that's what I kind of wanted to go with, that he had fire powers. And so I tried to come up with a name, Jolt, Blizz, and then like something along those lines that like fitted in with fire magic kind of stuff. And there's Blaze, I guess, but at the same time, that sounded too basic. So I went with Blazie, but I didn't want to do the Y. I didn't want to be that basic and just do the Y at the end with Blaze E. So I made it Blazie with an I and an E. And that's how Blazie came to be, basically. That's how I came up with that name, because I wanted it to sound cute. I wanted it to at least sound cute. So, yeah, Blazie. From Jackson Wolf, which I got a lot from you. Thank you so much. There's a lot there that I won't answer, because they're just, like, really basic kind of things or whatever. Or just, like, they're already on this list from other people. But I do have a couple from you, so thank you. So, what are some of your favorite video games? Well, my favorite video game, like, sort of series would have to be Resident Evil. I absolutely love the original trilogy, Resident Evil, and I love all of them. I love 4, 5, and 6. I know people don't like 5 and 6, but I truly love those games. Okay, not 5. 5 was meh. 5 is probably the worst of a lot. But 6, I absolutely love 6. I know a lot of people don't, but I liked it. I always thought those games were a lot more action than horror. People are just like, oh my god, like, Resident Evil is like horror. It's like, oh, they're not doing that anymore. Did you guys ever play the originals? You get rocket launchers and machine guns. That's not very horror-like to me. So, I don't know. Yeah, Resident Evil, I love Dino Crisis. My favorite... Dino Crisis 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, okay, so Resident Evil 3 and Dino Crisis 2 are my favorite games of all time. And then Star Fox 64 is definitely up there. They're like my top 3. They would probably be my top 3 favorite games, yeah. And for the majority, I do love all the Star Fox games as well. I even like the Wii U version. I don't think Star Fox Zero is all that bad. Once you understand the controls, it's not too bad. So yeah, Resident Evil games, Dino Crisis games, and Star Fox games. Pretty much. Do you do art at all, and if so, what kinds? I mean, I make thumbnails, that's kind of art. If anything, I have made clay figures. I used to make clay figures all the time, and like I've sold a couple of them. They're not great, but thank you to those who did commission me, so I can give them to you at conventions and such. Thank you for that. Yeah, so I guess, yeah, I made clay figures. And then for a time, I did try to get into art. Like, I did a couple of little art things on here that, like, I am kind of proud of. I am kind of proud of what I was able to do. But yeah, I did kind of just stop doing that. For no real reason, I just did. But yeah, maybe I'll pick it up again someday. What's your opinion on ASMR and some furries doing ASMR? What's my opinion on that? That is an interesting question, that's for sure. Gosh. Okay, so a big part of ASMR is feeling satisfied, right? It's satisfaction. And I just don't believe any of that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, when someone, like, perfectly cuts something into cubes or something like that, I don't know. You get, like, the sand ASMR, people, like, cutting things or, like, putting them perfectly into patterns and whatnot. I just don't believe in that kind of, like, oh, I am satisfied by that. Like, yeah, is it satisfying? Sure. But, like, being that satisfied that you need to watch a series of videos on it just doesn't make any sense to me at all. Like, I understand, like, certain people who are probably into that. Yeah, sure, fair enough. But it being as big as it is, I just don't get. I don't understand the whole, I'm satisfied by these kinds of videos. Are you? Or, like, yeah, or you get ones that are, like, they're whispering to you. I can't do that. I hate those ones. I don't like the idea of someone whispering in my ear and all that. I just don't like them. I hate them. I've tried them. I have tried them, and I can't. I can't. I can't. I don't like ASMR at all. How many suits do you own? I own three suits. The original Blazie, this Blazie, and Sass from Fluffy Fox. Do you like Anthro girls? Oh, whoa. I guess. I don't have any issues. You know, I'm more gay than I am bi, but yeah, again, I am still a little bi, so yeah, Anthro girls are fine. Sure. From Kuma Wakud. Do you have any fursuit crosses? If so, who? Honestly, I really don't. Like, I can appreciate certain fursuits for sure, but there's so many nowadays that I see that I just don't um, really, yeah, crush on any of them. When I was younger, when I first started getting into the fandom, yeah, sure, there was like certain fursuits I kept seeing more often, and then like I would like yeah look up those people, look up those fursuits, and admire them, and you know like their fursuits. But nowadays, no, I don't. I honestly don't. Like, yeah, again, I can definitely appreciate fursuits as such. If anything, I have a crush on my own fursuit. um, yeah, I just, yeah, not really. Honestly, like, I really don't. I sort of figured out that, like, a big part of it for me is I can't really have a crush on someone. Sorry, a crush on a fursuit without knowing who's in it. Because most of the time, like most of the time, whenever I've had like a crush on a fursuit, the person in it, I hated their personality. Um, you know, they're just kind of like a lot of those like ones that people like really like that are really popular or whatnot. Are usually stuck up because they know that there's so many people that love their fursuit and all that, and so they are just kind of that little bit stuck up about it. And you know, I just don't like that kind of personality, so I can't like that fursuit. Again, I can still appreciate the craftsmanship, but in terms of having a crush on them, no, I can't. Yeah, again, without not knowing their personality, that's just how it comes. That's what it comes down to. Question from Oculus for Fox. I got that wrong, definitely. Do you have other personas? No, not. I have other characters. Not really other personas. Again, Blazie is all me. I've slowly gotten into the idea of like having different personalities kind of thing. Like, for example, I do have Sass, who is kind of like my naughty side, my kind of sassiness side of me. So, hence, Sass. I mean, you just look at his face and it's just like, yeah, no, he's definitely sassy. um, and so that's like kind of like what he is, basically. I have Zalby, who is a manifestation of my depression, basically, which is, I know, fun. Yeah, and then I do just have other characters. I have Wotik, for example, who's kind of just like a Scooby Doo kind of character. I have Nylomon. I have Velo, who's like the Sonic persona, basically. But for the most part, no, he like well, Sonic character, sorry. Because yeah, for the most part, no. Blazie's just all me, but yeah, I'm slowly getting into the idea of having other sort of personalities of my persona characters and kind of thing. Like I do have an idea for a donkey character, for example, that would basically just be my really dumb side because I am an idiot. Let's be real here. I could be really dumb, and basically, yeah, my dumb side would just be a donkey. Anyway, what's next? From Undertaker 666. What was the best sex of your life? Wouldn't you like to know? I ha hmm. Should I tell or not? Because I've had experiences. I'm a fox. We have those. But nah, nah, nah. If you could be bored by anyone, who would it be? Probably. Okay, so, be bored by anyone. There's probably a good couple of them, that's for sure. Uh, I think one of them will have to be by my character Nilo. Mostly because I do have this idea for him from like an image I saw. That's basically within like his belly and all that kind of stuff. It's like rejuvenation juices. It's not acid in there. It's basically something to make you feel good, make you like feel rejuvenized and such. And so I saw an image of that of like a dragon eating a human, but it's like yeah, it's like I'll make you feel better in here. It's like oh, it's like all healing and such. And so I kind of like that idea for Nilo. I actually might have to steal that idea. Um, yeah, so there's that. I mean, I guess Scooby Doo because he's all stretchy and all that, and so it would at least feel comfortable. And I guess Toothless because he doesn't have any teeth, so there's no issue there. You asked, and I told. Next, Grief Like Gravity. Nice name, I think. What kind of music do you like, and if you could play an instrument, what would it be? For one thing, I have played keyboards. I played on keyboards, but I'm not very good at it. Not good at all. But if I could get better at it, I would like to get better at that specifically. Yeah, because I was good at it. I used to do like the X Files theme or L's theme for Death Note. So yeah, that's definitely something. So what kind of music am I into? I like epic music. I like epic music, but also just love like the old like 60s, 70s, 80s sort of kind of stuff. Slowly getting back into the 90s stuff, the stuff I grew up with, slowly over time. Um, I really don't know. I don't really have a genre of music I like because I'm a bit all over the place like that. I like stuff with a good beat. I don't know. I don't know. It's really hard. I don't have genre. I don't have a genre I like. It's just I just like certain music. Basically, it's not really a question I can answer so easily. Um, from Beastly Drohan. If you could change Blazie to another species of animal, what would it be? I've always said if I wasn't a fox, I would be an otter. Because you see me at the beach, and I absolutely love water. I need to be in the water. I love water. So yeah, I would definitely have to be an otter. Which I really need to draw up someday. Especially like, I'll be like a hella surfer otter with his hair. From Marcus Blue Wolf. What do you dislike most about making videos? The editing. Okay, well, one, just making a video because it's warm in this thing. So, that could be a little difficult, especially if you're talking for a long time, like I am doing in this Q&A video. You're talking a lot more and you're not taking in as much air because this thing blocks it up. People these days are wearing masks. You should know what that's like, I guess. But no, definitely the editing. Editing just takes so long, especially on reviews. And then, like, when I'm doing reviews, you don't know if you're going to get copyrighted and all this kind of stuff, which I'm currently having issues with that at the moment as I'm, like, recording this video. But I'm slowly getting that sorted. So hopefully that won't be an issue when I upload that, which will most likely, very much likely be before this one. So the issue's probably already solved. Yay! But yeah, I would definitely say editing is what I dislike the most. I have fun with it. It's not like I don't have fun with it. It just takes a very long time, especially when editing reviews. Because with reviews, uh, it's a whole going through collecting all the images and the videos that I need from the movie or TV show, and that could take forever. I hate doing it. From J Krebel 18. Are the movies you review the ones that made you a furry, or is it more nostalgia? Definitely more nostalgia. Like, I do focus on like the furry kind of stuff, more so because that's a bit more easier just to do that for this kind of channel. But yeah, it's mostly just nostalgia. From Tater Tot, how often do you go to cons? At least once a year, maybe twice, depending on depending on money. And if I can be bothered to fly around and do all that kind of stuff. But most of them are only like one a year. From Guard Dog the Furry, how long has Blazie been your persona? Oh gosh, ooh, over 10 years now. I would say, yeah, like maybe 9, maybe 9. No, no, about 10, 11 years. Yeah, cause like yeah, I was always a fox, but I never really had him. I didn't really have him designed for a little while. He wasn't always Blazy. It was just me. Uh, so yeah, I would probably but I would still probably say about 10 years now. From Ben the Arctic Wolf. Have you played Core? Never heard of it. From Max Freeman. Who would you do a collaboration with and why? Markiplier, because it would just be funny. Everyone's just like, wait, what's going on? Why is there a furry here? Is his brother making him do this? His brother's a furry, if you didn't know. But yeah, is his brother forcing him to do this? What's going on here? What? Not to mention, it will get millions of views. But yeah, that would just be really stupid. But it would just be funny to see people's reactions. That or Your Movie Sucks, who is a furry, and just do like a review with him. That could be a lot of fun. Doing like a bad movie review, I think, would be kind of bit of fun with him. From the Super Gill Boys, how did you become a furry? My brother is the one who discovered the furry fandom, and I kind of just followed him. I can't remember exactly how it all happened exactly, but he's the one who discovered it, and I just kind of just went, that's cool. I'm going to be one now. Something like that. From Soldier Fox, what got you into being a furry YouTuber? I don't know. I just wanted to kind of get out there. I just wanted to do things, I just thought it'd be fun. Okay, no, actually, yeah. Whenever, like, as kids, me and my brother would make videos. We had, like, this really big camcorder, and we would make videos from our toys and all that. As we grew older, we did AMVs or something. I can't remember what they're called at the moment, but like those videos where you have like the Linkin Park music playing during Dragon Ball Z or something, those kinds of videos. We would make those all the time. And so I always just liked video making. I always just liked doing that kind of stuff. So it seemed pretty perfect idea just to make a furry YouTube channel and just do furry stuff, and because I like making videos, I always just did. So yeah, basically I was a furry, and I figured that would just be easier just to be like, yeah, let's just make it a furry YouTube channel. From Ezra. Hey Ezra. What is the weirdest movie scene you remember watching? That's a good question. I have watched a lot of movies. A lot of movies. So, what's the weirdest scene I remember watching? I don't know. I really, really don't know. I always remember one scene. I always remember one scene from my childhood, which I've mentioned before. Was was the movie The Gate. Great horror movie to get into, like to get kids into horror movies. It's really great one. And there's a scene where like a kid has like an eyeball in his hand, and I always remember that. I always remember that. That haunted me for years and years and years and years and years. To a point I completely forgot what movie it was, and then I rediscovered it. It was like, oh crap, yeah, I remember. And then yeah, a couple of years ago, I ended up watching it again, and it's brought back so many memories. Still a great movie. Some really haunting scenes and stuff in it, honestly. But yeah, I always remember that. I always remember that. That was just weird. Just having like this eyeball in your hand. So I guess probably has to be that one. Which for people who don't know, Ezra is like, it's like my bestie who's here in Adelaide. So Ezra. Anyway, maybe one day we'll have to watch that one together. If you're watching this, I don't know, you don't really watch my videos because you're not that great of a friend. If you were, you would be watching. Anyway, from Catherine Catgirl, who made your first suit? TMC, the menagerie costumes here in Australia, on Brisbane or Queensland, I forget. The links are always in the description as to where they are and all that. You just look in the links. they're down there. They make some really good stuff. From Savvy Wolf, how long have you been in the furry fandom? Yeah, around like 10, 12, 11 years. It's going up. About, 10, 11 years. Trying to think, what is this? 2021, 10 years, 2011. No. 2010. I can't remember, it was like, 12, 13 years, maybe? Maybe 12. I can't remember. I would say probably about 12 years. Let's say that. So, long time. From Ladam15, who's your favorite Pokemon? I would have to say Bulbasaur. I would probably have to say Bulbasaur. I've got a lot of favorite ones. I mean, I love Ivysaur as well because I love the look of him. But I would definitely have to say Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is my number one Pokemon. From Tony Hineshaw, what is one video that has gotten the most views? Oh gosh, the one video that has gotten the most views is my how old should you be to get a fursuit? That's got like 150 views. That's not a lot. 150k views. 150,000 views. Something like that. It's gotten so many views. I get so many comments on that every day. Like, every day I have a new comment from that video, which is always really annoying, because it's like, no, go watch my new stuff. YouTube, send people to my new stuff, not to this old video that I don't like anymore. They even did a part 2 to that video, and it hasn't gotten anywhere near that many views. The second most popular is how to pronounce Naruto. And that's really funny, that one. Mostly because it's like I get so many comments on that are just like, listening to a furry, But I do love those ones as well, because it's just like, why am I taking advice from a furry? Or just like the furry is right, you know. But yeah, that one's gotten like 40,000 views. But I have actually delisted that one now. I privated it. Because I don't want that one to keep getting views, even though there is a funny history with it, because a good while back, I think I have mentioned it, but a good while back, this person watched it, who's just like, I don't know, some gamer or whatever, and he was like wanting to learn how to pronounce Naruto and such, and I was getting all these comments that were just like, I came here from this guy's video, or who came here from this video. And I was like, what? What the hell are people talking about? What? So I looked it up, and someone was, doing like this little video or whatever, and then he started talking about Naruto, and then he started talking about how to pronounce it. And he was just like, this guy in this fox costume has done like this funny video. You guys should go take a look. I'll put a link in the description. Go watch it. He talked about, how you do it and all that. And it was so casual, like he obviously doesn't know what a furry is, I guess. But it was like such a casual thing, and he was just like, yeah, no, it was funny, I liked it, go watch it. And so a whole bunch of people came over and watched my video. And then, yeah, in his comments, people were just like, he's a furry, you know. And it was guys laughing. It was really funny, absolutely funny. But a lot of people were generally nice. There was a lot of general nice people who did watch the video. So yeah, it did get like a ton of views at that point. I really wish all my other videos would do that. I've never had like a boost in subscribers, never had that. And then obviously that one didn't give me any boost in subscribers because it's it's furry video, not a real video kind of thing. So yeah, it's like that was just really funny to me. But at this point, like I still get I still get a couple of views. That's usually like my second highest view count in like the analytics. So I ended up delisting it because I don't want to continue getting views on that one. I want other stuff to get stuff. I want YouTube to, you know, give other examples of my work. So yeah, I've delisted that one at the moment. Maybe you guys can still find it if you're subscribed. I'm not quite sure or whatnot how that works. But yeah, so I'll see how well that goes. I'll put it up again eventually, but for now it's gone. Yeah, so that's that one, and then yeah, the how old should be to get a first, so you get so many, which again, I don't think gets subscribers because it's mostly a bunch of kids who comment on that one, which is fine. It's not what I need. Anyway, guys, so that's the end of the Q&A. I hope you stayed till the end, and I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun answering these questions. I did. Thank you guys so much for giving me questions. Just thank you for watching. And, you know, why not go like this video as well while you're at it. And subscribe to our channel because I love you if you do. Hit that bell icon. And this box says, be who you want to be. Alright guys, bye for now.